Hi, I'm Nancy. Welcome to my channel, Running with Scissors. We're now on day 21 of Vlogmas. Remember yesterday when I was having trouble getting this little tree in? I did have to get my hot glue gun out and get it in the spot. It's funny, some of these are loose. They go in and out quickly. Others go in okay, and others flat out won't go in at all. So that's when the hot glue gun comes to the rescue. Okay. The next one will be in this spot right here next to the tree. Let's see what it is. Number 21. It looks like, I'm not sure, it's got an umbrella. Looks like some little animal with an umbrella. I have to get a closer look at it. Okay. Light's not real good here. I think it's a little dog wearing a red scarf with an umbrella. That's what it looks like to me. And will this one go in? I don't know. I might be getting out the hot glue gun again. Yeah. It's not fitting. Well. All right. I'll lean it up against that tree and then I'll glue it in and take a picture. Yeah, that one wasn't going to go in. All right. Let's see what we have with our verses. All right. This is Matthew 2, 1 through 6. Now, after Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judea, in the days of Herod the king, behold, wise men from the east came to Jerusalem, saying, "Where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we saw his star when it rose, and have come to worship him." When Herod the king heard this, he was troubled, and all Jerusalem with him. And assembling all the chief priests and scribes of the people, he inquired of them where the Christ was to be born. They told him, "In Bethlehem of Judea, for so it is written by the prophet, and you, O Bethlehem, in the land of Judah, are by no means least among the rulers of Judah, for from you shall come a ruler who will be shepherd my people Israel." A ruler who will shepherd my people Israel. Okay. Well, you know Herod was upset because he heard king, not realizing what kind of king they were talking about. Matthew 2, 1 through 6 describes the arrival of the wise men, magi, from the east in Jerusalem, asking for the newborn king of the Jews, having seen a star. This news troubles King Herod, who consults religious leaders who point to Bethlehem, citing prophecy that a ruler would come from there to shepherd Israel, fulfilling Scripture. And here's a breakdown of the passage. Wise men's arrival. After Jesus' birth in Bethlehem, magi from the east come to Jerusalem, seeking the new king, guided by a star. Herod's concern. King Herod and Jerusalem are disturbed by this news. Prophecy revealed. Herod gathers chief priests and scribes who tell him the Messiah will be born in Bethlehem, quoting the prophet, "And you, O Bethlehem, from you shall come a ruler who will shepherd my people Israel." This passage sets the stage for the Magi finding Jesus and Herod's subsequent plot to kill him, highlighting Jesus as the promised king as detailed in the rest of Matthew chapter 2. We'll talk a little bit more tomorrow. We're not really going into those verses about Herod trying to find and kill this new king, We'll talk a little bit about that tomorrow. The prophecy talks about a new king, and all Herod heard was king, meaning someone who would come to his palace and take over his job. And he didn't understand what the prophecy actually meant, that Jesus is king of the world, not just taking his seat. He didn't understand the religious and spiritual idea of who this Messiah is to be. Okay, well, we've got 22, 23, and 24. 3 more days, and then it'll be Christmas. Y'all take care. God bless. Goodbye.